Hi guys, I'm back for another video, an important video, and we're going to teach you how to break this terrible habit of snacking. You may find this hard to believe, but some people actually snack not out of hunger, but out of habit. I know it's hard to believe, but some people do that. What you have to realize is every time you eat, you increase insulin. And the single most important thing you can do for your health is to keep your insulin normalized. So we want to do intermittent fasting, not because of calories, but because when you decrease the frequency and you eat less, your body does a lot better on many different levels. So that's the goal. It takes about 3 days on average to adapt to fat burning, to adapt to making ketones. And so we always suggest you add more fat to the meal so you can go longer. Very important, because if you do this with low fat, it's more difficult. You're not going to be satisfied. So that will at least get rid of the cravings and hunger. But now, what do we do about this habit of eating? We have to be chewing on something all the time. When you're doing intermittent fasting and you eat a meal, if your carbs are too high, you will crave carbs the next day. You will be more hungry the next day when you're trying to fast. So make sure your carbs are low. Second important point, eating too late at night will increase hunger the next morning. So try to make that last meal no longer than 7 o'clock. And let's say you go to bed at 10, then you're good because you have some hours to fast and then all night long. And then you wake up and you're not even going to be hungry. Now, let me get into what I really wanted to talk to you about, and that is the 2 ways to handle the body. There's 2 ways. There's the right way and there's the wrong way. Let's talk about the wrong way first. This is the worst question you can ask your body. What am I in the mood for tonight? What do I want to eat? That is really, really bad because your body is going to usually always give you the wrong answer. It's going to give you some junk food. And so the body just does not have the intelligence to have judgment. And so if you had some pleasure with some carbohydrate a year ago, your body might want to have that carbohydrate again, regardless of if it's healthy or not. The right way to address the body is this. No, we're not going to eat. We're fasting. I will feed you when it's time. So we really have to rise up above this habit and be in charge over the body. So the body's been dictating what to eat for the last several decades. So it's time that you start telling the body exactly what's going down and when it can eat. And what will happen is something very interesting. You're going to find that that impulse completely goes away and you're no longer hungry and you're not craving and it's easy. Just start being in charge and you'll see. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies. with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.